Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. This is actually my third day straight of filming, which is a lot for me, but I have the week off between Christmas and New Year's, so I'm taking advantage and filming as much as I can. So today I'm gonna do a quick get ready with me because what I like to do is actually film what I'm wearing and then film a couple of videos after that, so hopefully we'll get 3 videos today. And I wasn't sure what I was gonna film with, but I decided that I want to use the Glamlite Scooby-Doo palette. This is the Creeps and Crawls one. There is another one that is a little bit lighter, but this one is sort of the deep, grungy, rich purple one. And I wanted to give this one a try, partly because I feel like there aren't a lot of videos out there from darker creators, and the ones that I've seen with lighter creators, a lot of them just don't like it because of the amount of depth and richness that those palettes have. So I wanted to provide a different perspective, being someone that has a deeper complexion, and let you guys know how I feel like that would work for someone that's on the darker side. So that's what we're gonna do. Before we start, if you don't know who I am, hi, welcome. I am Jamila. I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup. I love all things skincare, and I personally especially love sharing tips and tricks for how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I would absolutely love if you would consider subscribing and joining the fam. Okay, so I have no intentions of this being a very long video because I have things to do. And the last couple of days, I've spent a lot of time filming and not enough time doing everything else. So we're gonna try to make this quick. But if you've been here, you know that might be a lie. But I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying real hard to keep this simple and easy. And this isn't a new palette by any means. But for context, this was made in China and it has an 18-month shelf life. All right, let me bring you guys in closer. There we go, and we'll just dive in. Okay, so the lightest shade is this purple shade right here. So I'm just gonna dip my brush into that, and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade, putting that all over the crease. One thing to note about this palette is that when it was being teased and released by Glamlite, one of the things that they said was that this is a newer, better formula. Now, Glamlite is a brand that I have tried in the past. I purchased their wine palettes as well as the original Michaela palette. And I do like the Glamlite formula. I was particularly impressed by the mattes in their older palettes. And the shimmers, I thought they were nice. They were just more of a putty texture, which meant that they were significantly harder to pick up with a brush. And you just had to go in with your finger in order to get it to show up the way you wanted it to. So if you are not the type of person that likes digging your finger into your shadows, it just wasn't going to work out for you in that context. With this one, I found that the mattes seem to be the same formula as the ones in the older palette, at least to me. If it is different, it's still good. I will say it's still really nice, really pigmented, really blendable. This isn't my first time using this palette, by the way. But yeah, I found that the mattes to be really nice. And the shimmers are really beautiful as well. They're extremely potent, like really, really rich, really pigmented. And they are creamy, but not so creamy to the point where it was as difficult to pick up as it was with the last set of palettes. Next, I'm gonna go into the purple shade that's right next to that light purple. And I'm going to just start adding a little bit of that to the outer crease to deepen things up slightly. And I'm using the Sydney Grace. I believe this is their medium or small blending brush to do that. And lastly, for the mattes, I'm gonna go into this deep purple, and I'm going to put that into the outer V. No, 'cause you're spoken for. No, 'cause you're spoken for. You can see how rich and pigmented this is. So if you need to, just dip lightly and tap off your brush. But as you can see, it is blending really easily, so you can buff things out. Games, but what happens when it's over? You forget me when you're sober. Okay, this is already giving rich, pigmented, love it. Next, I'm gonna go into the deep purple shimmer, and I'm gonna start by putting that into the outer part of the lid. You're a frame
into the window, giving me a picture.
And you can already see how rich and deep and grungy this shimmer is. So I can see why folks with lighter complexions might just be like, "Oh, that's a bit much," because it is pretty deep, even for me. But it's beautiful. I'm not mad at this at all, and I'm really just concentrating that on the outer part of the lid. Then I'm gonna go into the purple right next to it, and I'm gonna apply that into the center of the lid. Again, really good pickup with the brush. And I'm blending that into that deep shimmer that we put down.
Wonder if you ever told her, no, 'cause you're spoken for.
And if you wanted more impact, you could actually go in with your finger. But as you can see, these shimmers are already very impactful.
I don't pick up at all. I got nothing left to say.
Then lastly, I'm gonna go into this final purple shade. It does feel a little bit or look a little bit like a more duochrome type shade. And I'm gonna put that into the inner part of the eye. And I just flipped my brush over after cleaning it off.
We're so good at playing games, but what happens when it's over?
So there's definitely a little bit of blue in this purple.
But forget me when you're sober. I'm thinking we're over. I know I'll never get close.
Okay, I really love where this is right now. So I'm just gonna stop right here, do a little bit of blending to make things a little bit more cohesive. I'm gonna get started on the rest of the face, but I'll be right back to show you guys how I do my waterline. Okay, so my base is kind of almost done. Kind of almost. So I wanna quickly do my waterline. So I do want to give myself a little bit of definition, well, or a different color really. So I want to go in with this green tealish shade and just start by running that along the entire waterline.
You forget me when you're sober.
Cleaning off that pencil brush, I'm then gonna take the deep purple and I'm gonna run that in the outer part of the eye.
Your frame walks into the window.
And then lastly, I'm gonna go into this green shimmer and I'm gonna tap that into the inner half of the eye right over the green, just so we have a little bit of sparkle on the lower lash line.
Baby, you sit so close. Press your hand up against mine.
That is stunning.
Slow.
Woo, baby. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish up the rest of the face and I'll be right back to wrap up this video, show you guys the final look, and give you my thoughts on this palette.
Get me when you're sober. I'm thinking we're over. I know I'll never get closure. No, 'cause you're spoken for. No, 'cause you're spoken for. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm thinking it over.
Okay, I'm back and this is the final look, and I really like this. I really like how this turned out. And sorry, the sun is doing all kinds of things. I'm trying to get it together, but where is this coming from? Is this? Oh, it's the reflection from my coffee mug. Go figure. Anyways, so this is the final look. I really like how this turned out. Let me just quickly tell you guys what else I'm wearing on my face, also so I know what to put in the description box. For foundation, I am wearing my La Mer foundation. I haven't worn this in a couple of months, so I decided to pull it out. This is a really nice one. I've always really enjoyed this. It's stupid expensive, but it's really nice. For concealer, my LYS concealer per usual. I am using my Pat McGrath under eye blurring powder. For my highlight, I'm wearing the Pat McGrath highlight in Lunar Nude. I've been really liking this one a lot. I'm wearing a bit of a combination when it comes to blush. It is this MAC Rosy Does It blush because it is like a kind of purple blush, so I thought that it would go well with the eye. And then I also put this shade from this NARS palette on top of it. So I mixed both of those together. I really enjoy mixing blushes and bronzers together. I've been doing that a lot lately, and layering has been a thing that I've really gotten into. For my bronzer, I am wearing two as well. I'm wearing the Cover FX Suntan Bronze. This is the Duo. I don't know what's happening with Cover FX. I think they might be going out of business because I feel like they removed all of these products from Ulta, if I'm not mistaken. So, I don't know, y'all. And then I topped that off with the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze in the shade Dark to Deep. This one has a little bit of a shimmer to it, so I thought that it would pair really nicely with this. And lastly, for my lips, where is that? I'm wearing my Lisa Eldridge Blush combination. So this is the blush pencil, and then this is the blush lipstick. So that's what I have on my lips. Lisa's lip formula is honestly all I think I need. I don't know if I'll ever buy another lip brand again. That's saying a lot. Okay, so this is the final look. Let me just tell you guys really quickly. I really like this palette. I will say that the pigmentation is there. It's super bright, super vibrant. I totally agree with what people said when it comes to how dark this is, because it is a very dark palette. The lightest shades are still pretty dark. So this is one of those that you're going to have to reach into another palette for an inner corner highlight. You might even want to get like a lighter shimmer shade, but I think that it has its place, you know. Not every palette is going to have both light and dark. Some of them are just going to lean a specific way. Because the theme of this is Scooby-Doo, which is like very Halloween, kind of a little bit on the grunge side, I think it makes sense. I do think that we maybe didn't need all three of these purples. There probably could have been another shade in there, especially because this is more of a blue matte. I think that they could have given us like maybe a light blue shimmer or something, but the three purple shimmers, I don't know if we needed all three of them. But overall, I will say that Glamlite, they did elevate their formula. I think that this is better than what they had before. Not that what they had before was bad, but improvements are always appreciated. So I'm really excited about this. We'll definitely get a lot of use out of it. If you like purple eyeshadow, if you like, you know, pretty, I won't say monochromatic looks, because because you're gonna get like greenish teal or purple, you will enjoy that. But that's it. I hope that this was a quick video. I really enjoyed playing with this. Thank you all so very much for watching. As always, I appreciate all of the support. Let me know down in the comments below if you picked up the Scooby-Doo palettes, what you think about it. Is it too dark? Is it too deep? Have you been really enjoying it? What are your thoughts on the palette? And that's it from me. As always, I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!